and then we will, continue. Okay. Let's go to Discord. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Threw up in my mouth a little. Alright. Where is... what the heck? Where's my text-to-speech program? It normally is able... It's usually pulled up, but... Today it's not. Oh, now it is. That's weird. Usually it's pinned to my taskbar. But today it wasn't. Weird. Wait. That won't go away. Okay, there we go. Activate. Activate. Let's see, my internet. Hold on. Sorry. Let me see one thing real quick. Boink. Okay. Now I have text-to-speech. Now everybody can talk. Sorry, Wolf. Color. My internet does not turn off on Sundays.
UITDS.
Yeah. I mean, I should actually stream early tomorrow, but every time I try to stream too early, it's like
Text-to-speech test.
Yeah. It's like every time I try to stream early, it ends up I end up just not streaming early anyway, so not today, but I meant like other days, so I had mac and cheese and it was like
Text to me.
It was like really tasty and savory, but like for some odd reason my body was like it's like It's so weird.
I could buy atomic bomb if I wanted.
Well, you have to have 2 people at least do it. That's the problem. Oh, wait. Yeah, it also can...
Have you watched episode 8 of The Amazing Digital Circus?
It also can sabotage...
I could also buy the atom bomb.
It also could sabotage, That's the thing is, it's a choice of sabotage of my frames, or a choice of, what do you call it? It's either sabotage of my frames, or
Replying to Fox and Dowgold.
or ending the stream. So, and I know you guys don't want to end the stream, so I just considered that as a sabotage thing. Yes, I have watched the...
No, I wouldn't want to end the stream.
I have watched the 8th episode of Amazing Digital Circus. I streamed it a few days ago.
Fair enough.
Oh, wait. I forgot I had to delete that VOD. Right. Actually, no, I think it's still on YouTube. Hold on. I think it's still on YouTube. One moment.
My son Kane died.
Son Kane died. I know. I don't think he's fully gone, though. You know, I think he's gonna come back in the finale and fuck him up. Like, really. I think they're gonna fuck up everybody pretty heavily. Cause, like, that was way too easy. There ain't no way that Kane died that quick.
3.
There ain't no way
I'm excited for the finale so much.
that Kane was deleted that easily. I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna, I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen is he's going to, how do you say it? What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think what happened... Sorry.
Next they're gonna bring in a character named Judas. Bad attempt at an obscure reference.
Oh,
Hi
yeah.
equals W equals.
Well, what they're gonna do is they're gonna... Hi, MK.
Hi, MK.
How's work?
Here, just click the keyboard and hit delete.
How's everybody doing in general? Well, it's the code that he did, but, yeah. I think what's gonna happen
Oh, hi Fox, haven't seen yet in a bit. Carrot.
I think what's gonna happen is...
I was actually streaming in the video games voice channel while waiting for you.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna come back somehow, against his programming to try to destroy or make the main cast go crazy. I don't know why, I just have a feeling.
Yeah, lol. Haven't joined streams in forever.
Yeah. I'm trying to find which day I watched the stream, or which day I watched Amazing Digital Circus, because it's on YouTube. I just don't know which stream it was. Okay, so it's not that one. I actually don't know which day we watched it. Watched it I can't remember if it was 2 days ago or 3 days ago. We watched it like a few days after the stream actually existed, so. Hold on. Was it this day? No, it was not.
Did you know when Kane was about to be deleted when he said wait he wasn't just realizing he was getting deleted but he was reflecting off of his actions?
Oh yeah, no, we knew that. Yeah, no, I said something about it. I was just surprised he even was able to get to, I'm just surprised that that they succeeded. I really thought he was gonna catch Kinger for sure. But he didn't. I'm trying to see when I made, or when I actually reacted to it, because I reacted to it not long ago.
It's time to act on some well-thought-of shenanigans 3.
Some well-thought shenanigans, yes. Yeah, I do not know. Is it the horse stream? Was that the one that you guys, that I watched it? Let me see. I don't think so. Was it the horse stream? No, the horse stream was when I renamed everybody. Right. Horse stream was when I renamed everybody. And then, when was that episode out?
I don't believe Kane would actually come back just for that since he is still in the they hate me and mom throw a tantrum mindset, not a Emma make these MFS suffer Jason BC 1.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, yeah, because he's an antagonist, but something in the coding is gonna fuck up.
I saw this one
and
video
he's
where they
gonna
made Kane
try
drawing
to...
ideas for the cast, but then they looked like they were having fun more with each other, so then he got sad.
Let me see. Saw this one video where they made Kane drawing ideas for the cast, but then they looked like they were having fun more with each other than... So then he got sad. Well, yeah, it's because of the simple fact that, here's the thing, he was torturing. All of his adventures really, at least that we saw, were, very not fun to them after a while, and we started seeing his stuff just, slowly falling apart. So it just ended up getting to the level where, what do you call it? It ended up getting to the level where, how do you say it? Where, yeah, he was acting more robotic than he was, human, or than he was, human, even though he wasn't human. He's a robot. He doesn't understand human emotion. So it's he was a quote-unquote creative AI, which was basically, which is what was used to torture everybody. Maybe I deleted the VOD, which is odd, because I swear I didn't delete it. Hold on. I don't think I deleted it on YouTube. I deleted it on Twitch, for sure. But on YouTube, I thought it still existed. Let me see.
My son died.
Yeah, I mean... The main thing... I don't know. Something... Okay. I never made it public, that's why. Whoops. Let me change it real quick. Yeah, because I forgot that... Yeah, that was the day that I fucking accidentally, private, had it as private, while I was streaming privately for some odd reason. I don't know why. Is it this one? Let me see. Is the one where I was, the one where...
Why did I... Oh, wait, NVM. Your son is a pair of dentures?
Was it this one? No, it was definitely... No, this was definitely, No, this one was after
Grayson,
that.
he's more than that.
Let's see, 4 days ago. Which one was it? Was it copyright? What was this one? Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. It's the problem with, having everything that doesn't... having my stuff in a different way. problem with titling everything nearly the same.
How did the TDS voice tone change when I put the emoji?
Good question. I'll publicize these. Was it this one, perhaps? I definitely reacted to it a lot later than most other people, so... Yes, it was this one. Okay, so at... Okay, let me change the title of it. Hold on. Right. Okay.
Add over.
There we go. I labeled it the TADC Yapsesh and
RN, I'm animating SMTH for the funsies so I can start with my actual project, which is to animate SMTH with the Looping Room song BC. It's my new fave song 3.
yeah. So I renamed it. So now you guys can find it. I don't think I gave much commentary on it.
Hi all.
But hiya Bang. How's work? How's errands? How's your day in
Good
general?
song. MK Nose Peak.
Let's see. Yeah. I definitely didn't have much to give on it, so I don't think I gave much commentary on it. So at 1 hour... At 1 hour on...
Kane is my son, but there was no plus highs of him at Hot Topic.
Yeah. Yeah, it was this video. And it was at 1 hour was when it... Or 50...
Kane is my son.
4 minutes is when it first started.
Link.
Oh, oops. Why is it sending to Picardio? The hell? Hold on. That's weird. Alright, guess I'll just go to platforms themselves, I guess. Yeah, I mean...
Link.
That's all the... how do you say it?
I'ma change my username RQ. Good answer, nephew.
I recorded it as well, but, like, I realized when, how do you say it? What was I gonna say? Yeah, like, I recorded my reaction, but then when I went through the footage, it wasn't really that good. So at 55 minutes is when it first starts on my reaction on the live stream. But then even with that, there wasn't really much that I had to say about it, which is kind of crazy. The episode was really fucking good. Like, the episode was fantastic, and it was really shocking. I just don't think there was really much commentary I could have given myself, so, you know. So, there's that. Anyway,
It's Rose. Now y'all know Kane is my son.
It's Rose. Now you know Kane is my son. Oh, jeez. I see that. Okay. Let's Hello, June Buggy. How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general? Hoping it well for you. Okay. Great, cool. I love how when
Hola, June.
I love how when I click in my own stream and then I go back to my homepage, it's now just full of a bunch of VTubers that are also live streaming. Oh. Where were we at on the playlist? Where are we at on the playlist? Let's see.
Wait, should I make a Kane mask?
Up to you. You're asking me permission for something that you have control over. Okay. Alright. Alright. I actually don't know if I didn't add everything to the playlist yet, which is kind of a problem.
Sometimes I type my thoughts for no reason. Dumbass question, I know. Y'all like art?
Y'all like art? You don't say. No,
yes.
Crazy. You know, why
my wife fell asleep on me and now I can't move.
My wife fell asleep on me and I can't move. Hey, live in the dream, brother. Live in the dream.
Yes. Yes, definitely Grayson Gill.
Live in the dream. Congratulations. Look at this guy. Look at this.
Hey.
Look at this person, man. This person has has their wife sleeping with them. Gosh, oh, what a loser. Am I right, guys? My
I've yet to
God,
perish.
this person has a wife. Oh, this person is
I ate someone's are before. Colors are tastes like Skittles and drugs 3.
This person has somebody in their life that makes them happy.
No, cause my arm fell asleep and she's somewhat heavy. Hi, Zen.
Imagine. No, because my arm fell asleep and she's somewhat heavy. Yeah, well.
Also, I have an Alfred now.
Well, that's your,
Drugs.
Oh, well. Darn. Oh, look at this person. Oh, man. Oh, gosh, my wife fell asleep on me and making my arm fall asleep. Oh, man, I get that weird, like, tingly, like, static feeling because my wife is on top of me. Anyway, no, I'm joking. Anyway, I'm just fucking with you. No, I get it. I mean, usually a lot of times when my partner falls asleep on me because he's like
Alfred is the guy in the chair.
He's a big fucking dude. So like you have to kind of pull your arm like a little bit at a time, and you'll be able to get your arm out. It just takes a little while because usually when somebody passes out, they're passed out. So, like you just have to be really light to the touch, and typically like usually your partner will be. Your partner won't be just like destroying your body parts. Just be very slow about it. Excuse me. You have to use both your arms though to like
Most gay people I see are slim with thick. No offense, BTW.
Most people I see are slim with thick. Then you have not seen a gay couple before. I'm gonna be honest, like the stereotype of slim with thick, my bad, sorry. I was gonna say, like, usually the stereotype you see of like two twink bitches is not normally like a common thing with gay couples. There's always someone that's a bit more hefty, typically. That's a stereotype though. Like there's a guy with a bit more heft, or at least like a bit more weight to them.
Hey, how you doing?
Whether they're more like
Problem she's a very light sleeper and I feel bad waking her up cause she hasn't slept in 3 days.
Oh jeez. She's a very light sleeper? Oh no. Oh no, she's the Patrick thing where it's like a bunch of noises can happen, but then you do something and she wakes up. Oh no, she's a Patrick sleeper. Excuse me. She'll probably fall back asleep, right? Maybe? Hopefully?
I'ma design a mask while you're at it. Only 3 days. Them's be rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers? Only 3 days and what? Oh, yeah. Zen, alright, with us normal people have to actually sleep, unfortunately not everybody's like that. I also need to take off my freaking... Hold on, I have hair bands in my freaking... I have, freaking... stuff.
One time I didn't sleep for a week in kindergarten and I was energetic.
My hair is tied back. I just need to pull.
Yo, Color, how are you doing today? Because I'm doing good.
I am doing alright, honestly. I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Kabeko? Yeah, I'm doing alright, honestly. Also, nobody told me about how their workday was so far. Also, I'm very surprised that, like...
If I cannot conquer sleep, then how can you expect me to conquer death itself?
I cannot conquer sleep, then how do you expect
I'm doing
me
good
to
too.
conquer death itself? Well, death is inevitable. It's just, death is inevitable.
I'm on break.
But I'm on break. Got it.
Nothing in terms of work.
It's more, it's just more of like, the how you live your life. It's about what you do when you're alive, So, sometimes you need sleep for that.
Okay, bye. Take care, fellas.
Nothing in terms of work, fair enough. Sorry, one sec. You just gotta wait.
However, a few weeks ago, I visited a church for Sunday services for the first time. This Sunday I went again.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. Probably is a bit better in other countries than ours, let me be honest. I forgot, you live in Bangladesh, Super Chefs? Who's the person that lives in Bangladesh here? I forgot who it was. No, wait, hold on. Not Bangladesh. Who was the one that lived in, like... I mean, I know a lot of you
I was
guys
trying to make a joke with the conquering death bit.
make a joke with the conquering death bit. Sorry,
No, I live in New York City, but my family is from Bangladesh.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
Emma's staying here.
Got it. Got it. How is New York City so far, by the way? Is like, are things like actually, well, I guess, I mean, to be fair, it's still been pretty early, but are things like changing for the better somewhat, at least? Or you just um anyway, I was gonna say some of these services. Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, you know, glad that you got in, or what do you call it? Glad you uh learned some faith, so that's cool. God, my fucking balls are itching like hell. Hold on. Jesus Christ, why are my balls itching so much? It's like a certain
Anyway, so,
scratch
what's your
I can
opinion on that
get.
one server so far? I just had a good small talk thingy in the general chat of that server. NYC is genuinely cool. Just minimize using the subways, they smell like piss and some stations are full of weirdos.
New York City is genuinely cool. Just minimize using the subways. They smell like piss, and some stations are full of weirdos. Hey, just
Discord.
weirdos? Hold on. What do you like? Okay. Subways smell like piss. But people use subways to get to work, don't they? Normally, don't they? Or am I just wrong on that? Sorry, public transit is barely just starting to get figured out here, so I'm genuinely curious, like, you know, so.
I mean homeless people that are half naked and drug is screaming their lungs out.
Ah, that's normal. Sorry, I might be a little too numb to that, you know. To be fair, we don't usually have like those kinds of druggies. We have like the druggies that are the guys that definitely have
Yes,
like
most people use the subways since they're faster, but maintenance can be a bit difficult.
we have a lot
Did you
of
answer the question I asked? Color?
we have a lot of tweakers. I'm having a conversation, Kabeko. Give me a second, dude. Jeez. The one thing that what do you call it? Usually we don't have like the we don't have like the tweakers that other like places normally like that people typically think about. Like the tweakers we have here are like the people that are genuinely nice and like sure they're like missing a few teeth or they look a little like off, but they're genuinely like just people by the end. Like they genuinely just act like what do you call it? They genuinely like they're a little like they don't get too much social, they don't understand like certain social cues, but they're not like obnoxious or anything. The only problem is like the unfortunate thing around the city that I'm in, a lot of like the drug addicts tend to steal often. So it like sucks because then there's like constant incidents that can happen sometimes. I work in a thrift store, so I'm like, I guess that's common, but yeah, it sucks. They do steal quite often. So, so I'm like, you know, but I mean, you know, it could be worse. You know, homeless people stealing clothing.
I recently met someone who I'll call Pennyworth for privacy reasons. I assume you can understand the reason I chose that moniker, but they've proven to be incredibly helpful for my work.
Let's see. I recently met someone I'll call Pennyworth for privacy reasons.
It works.
I assume you can understand the reason I chose that moniker. 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 Oh, moniker. Oh my god. Assuming it was a foreign word. Sorry, moniker. But I
used to live in NYC and it sucked.
They've proven to be incredibly helpful for my work. Fair enough. Fair enough. Someone called Pennyworth for privacy reasons.
It works.
I used to live in New York City and it sucked. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like you also have to like.
Anyway, just know that small talk thing basically made me come to the conclusion that I won't ever turn on the furry fandom like at all.
You will eventually. The older you get, the closer, the more you will. But you know, because if you don't, you end up being victims of these like fake ass motherfuckers that like that constant that like try to profit off of the furry fandom all the time. Like, you know, but now that it's less weird as well, or it's gotten less weird, the problem is
I honestly blame you for feeling that way, June. To be fair, I have quite a bit of pride in NYC. I don't blame you. I mean,
yeah, the like with the furry fandom, I'm very much skeptical of it now because of how many burn furs are actually like increasing in it. And like I said, there's just too many fake ass motherfuckers that are like, there's people that are shaming people for kinks, which is still just a really fucking weird thing.
Reason
like,
as to why we moved wife got essayed and no longer felt safe.
Sexual assault. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That can usually happen anywhere, but yeah, I'm sorry that happened. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm gonna go on the furry fandom thing first, and then we'll talk about that. I'm sorry.
I love living in Colorado, even though there was a funnel here one time. There's no natural STEs.
That's fair. Yeah, the problem is with like the furry fandom is a lot of times like the reason why I've gotten a lot more distant of it is because of the simple fact that there's way too many people at kink shame now in the furry fucking fandom. The furry fandom, period. It's been like there's people that are just straight up kink shaming now, and it's like, which is just, I mean, it's been a thing, I guess, kind of for like a while, but this is like people are really heavy about it, and nobody does their fucking research anymore. Now you could say that's a generational thing, but I feel like in the furry fandom, it's the most prominent, where there's just a bunch of people that just fucking attack each other for being weird now, which is so strange, and it's become less and less safe for the LGBTQ plus community. Like, we were the ones that built this shit up, and now we're being kicked out of the same thing that we were originally a part of. Don't get me wrong, there's still people that are like a part of it that are like LGBTQ plus, but they're the people that tend to be the ones that are like how do you say it? They're people that tend to be the ones that don't really like that will self-victimize themselves, but then they won't actually like, you know, look at a core part of an issue, you know? Like, again, with me and like the Pride Parade thing, where I think, you know, I don't know. There's certain things, right? But like, be with like the Pride Parade thing, I still believe in that. I still believe in that circumstance that like, I still think kink gear should not be a thing like in a event for like people that are like 18 and under, and there should be very NSFW areas for that kind of thing that shouldn't be shown, like, should be seen in the public eye. And then like, but with the like furry conventions, I'm more fine with that because it's more in an enclosed space anyway, and like, I don't know, it just, I don't think really in Pride Parades it's really necessary, but I guess depending on the area, because obviously there's a ton of people that just connect with each other that way, but Pride Parades are a movement. Furry conventions are conventions, which is the reason why I think it's more appropriate there. But the craziest part is it feels like people are having the opposite, where it's like for some odd reason, like having kink gear walking out in public, like in like a Pride Parade thing, is apparently more appropriate, where there's like minors everywhere, versus a furry convention where literally like people are in like weird animal costumes and like, you know, are very kinky, and there's like fucking yiff like in, I mean, I guess they're in 18 plus areas, but still, you know, it just feels more appropriate. And it's just so ironic that there are people that just straight up kink shame in the furry fandom. It's weird. It's really, really strange. Like, I get the idea that there's like, you know, not everything's gonna be like, you know, that great. Like, I still think certain things are like really weird, but like, I'm not going to sit here and go out of my way to attack people just because they have a certain kink, right? I'm like, that's just fucked up. You know, I'm not going to accuse people of very harsh fucking like accusations that are not even true, you know, making assumptions about people rather than actually like, you know, fucking giving them a chance, you know. I judge people based on their actions, not based on their fucking like I judge people based on like how they use their actions. So not just what people like, because you know I don't know. Kind of the reason why I kind of am starting to become more of a fan of gamers again, because like a lot more gamers are kind of starting to separate themselves from Gamergate, which is very nice to see, because for a while there they were kind of being dicks, but I'm starting to see a lot more, like there's still gamers that are still being that type of person, but it's very interesting seeing the sway. I don't know. It's a massive fight, but it feels a lot more 50-50 now compared to what it was
I'm gonna assume
previously.
you're a cool dude anyway. I love furries.
Assume you're a cool dude anyway. I am not a cool dude, but I appreciate it. I love furries. Yeah, I mean, just be careful, because there's a lot of people, especially when you're like a young furry, like, there's going to be tons of like people that are going to take advantage of you and try to like profitize off of you because like you're young. So, it's fair warning. So, unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about like.
Here's how I think of it. What you like doesn't matter as much as how you act. I've not been a very good person most of my life, but I'm trying to make up for it now.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been an anger-induced person most of my life, so, and unfortunately, in the reality, I just can't not have that at one point, because like I'll be angry about like
I changed the way I acted.
I used to be angry about everything, and used to like, and I have like these moments where I get really fucking angry and freak out, but instead of me using, hi, Anira, how's work, how's errands, how's your day in general, hope it's well for you.
I've generally been a good person, but I've learned that being kind makes you very gullible and easily taken for granted.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I mean, I've been...
The Terrence is here.
Terrence? Terrence is here? What's a Terrence?
Hi.
What was I gonna say?
I'm not as soft as I used to be, and I hate looking back at the past.
Yeah, no, straight up. Like, people see strength as like a form of aggression, when in reality, strength is sometimes just used as a, what do I call it? Strength is a good thing, but you also don't want to be a dick, right? Because there's strength, and then there's just like being a douche. You know, I am a very anger-induced person, but the difference is I'm a very anger-induced person for my passions now, right? It's like, I have these moments, but again, I use it for things I'm passionate about, rather than attacking people's core, like, elements of who they are, right? Unless they're a content creator, because fuck content creators, but I'm also a person with anger problems, but at this point I'm good at controlling them. Yeah, well, that's the thing is, it's hard to control it, but instead what you do is you put it into something that's being used for good, right? Rather than for, like, terrible shit, rather than actually, like, harming people.
Don't you remember me?
Don't you remember me? I think I do. I do remember the name Terrence, yes. Why did you delete your message? Oh, never mind, sorry. Yeah, I do.
I still got very angry myself, but more at the injustices of the world, the US especially, and doing what I can to fix it.
Oh yeah, no, straight up, dude. That's what I'm saying. Most of my anger is like pointed towards things that people should be angry at, right? You know. It's things that people should be. That is me? Are you Terrence, or are you somebody else? I thought you were Terrence. You said you're Terrence, right? Or are you somebody else? I know your username. I've seen Anhira before as well. I am Terrence. Yeah. I know. Okay. Yeah. What was I saying? I don't know why my name is blah blah blah. Your name isn't blah blah blah. It's Anhira Black is what it's saying on my screen. You just got. Oh yeah, I had a coworker yesterday call me twin like crazy, like a lot yesterday, and it was really funny because he called me twin.
My son is going to be real soon.
He called me twin so many times. I'm like, wow, I'm black? That's crazy. Because he was a black guy calling me twin. And I was like, wow, I knew I was black. I don't know. I don't know. I was like, I had to, it was really funny in the moment because he was like, he kept calling me twin and he kept like calling out my old man stuff and he kept saying twin afterwards. I was like, wow, I'm a black guy? This is crazy. Like, this is news to me. I don't know.
Anyway, my name's Jacob. Like, the name from the Bible.
Jacob, the name from the Bible. Well, don't tell us your real name. Just for an animosity, you know. I'd rather you not tell me your real name just so we don't just for safety reasons. Or I was able
LOL, I wish my skin was darker. I'm Bengali, yet I'm white, so that's an oxymoron.
I'm Bengali, but I'm white, so it's an oxymoron. I'm Hispanic, but I look like a white guy. Like, and that's an oxymoron. Believe me, you know.
Color after being called twin, it's news to me. That's it's news to you, King.
Color after being called twin, it's news to me. It's news to you. News to you. Well, yeah, the joke was like the joke is like a black guy called me twin, and then I went like wow, I'm black. That's crazy.
You.
How do I send to you in the Discord? Probably. If it's a picture. Yeah. What's a European country? Yeah. Alright, have a good night, Kabeko. Alright. Anyway.
Couldn't help but fall in love again. No, I couldn't help but fall in love.
Spain. What about Spain? That place seems pretty sweet now. A lot of my family has been messaging me about that place. Pretty interesting. How do I say you pictures? Discord. Send it on the Discord server.
I'ma make more art in the style I just drew the Kane mask in.
Okay.
You're looking for a gun that makes holes.
Hell. What am I looking at?
Bullet holes. Don't worry, you'll figure it out.
The Citadel is a gun.
The Citadel's on full alert. I've never seen it lit up like that.
You said lit, and it has 3 arms. It's a show? What am I looking at? Oh, it's an SCP thing. Okay. That makes sense. I was so confused. I'm like, what am I looking at? It's a SCP thing. Got it. Oh, these guys look
Thanks
weird.
to the Aperture Science handheld portal device,
What
the
the hell?
impossible
Play Crab Rave.
Wait,
is easy.
wait, what the fuck?
Inside the sort of Aperture Science
Why are we
Funhouse,
looking at
PLSSSS.
Portal?
a different set of
I love that it's just playing the ad from Portal. What? What? Play Crab Rave? Why? There's nothing to Crab Rave about right now.
maybe tonal rules. Physics-wise, they're the same place.
PLSS Play Crab Rave.
Why? There's no reason to play Crab Rave right now.
This is the Citadel's dark fusion reactor. It powers their tunneling entanglement device.
There's no controlling that kind of...
They knew what you were doing with entanglement.
Why? Are you just...
Set face.
Eli thinks their portals
Why do you guys want me to play Crab Rave?
Emotional damage!
activated the dark energy.
Please.
Why?
Oh my god.
THS isn't working on Twitch. It's working on Twitch, it's just every 3 messages instead of every message.
When the singularity collapses, I will be far away from here.
It's because there's a lot of people talking, so I had to...
It's a song.
Yes, I know it's a song.
From here to there in under a second.
There, if you guys want me to play Crab Rave so badly, we're gonna play a cover of it then. Your punishment is it's gonna be a cover. You better hope that this one's actually good then. Hold on. Here. We're gonna play a cover. That explains why you weren't keeping up with what I was telling you. Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to like bounce from message to message, but I think it's slowed down a bit. Let's see here.
Also, I don't want crap rave.
Crap rave. Well, yeah, they're gonna listen to a cover of it because they wanted to what do you call it? Because they wanted it so bad. Let's see. Wait. Oh no. There's, I don't actually know which one to play because these all seem kind of funny. Oh man, all these kind of seem kind of funny. Let's see, let's do this one.
What THR hell is crap rave?
It's he's making fun of Crab Rave because he doesn't like Crab Rave. Oh no, this is a tutorial video. Oh, this is a tutorial video teaching you how to play it. Oops. Oh well.
Just click on the first VID.
Nope, too late. I already clicked on a video. You said, hey, you know, you know, if you guys keep spamming shit, I'm gonna punish you for it, so I'm gonna punish you for it. Brave, can you play 115? It's gonna be a cover then.
I am leaving.
If you guys keep, you know, keep spamming shit, I'm gonna punish you for it, so. Scrub Brave is a banger. Exactly. He just gives Crab and Rave, I mean, not really Rave.
You were begging, and you got what you asked for, in a monkey's paw sort of way.
Exactly. You keep spamming shit, I'm gonna punish you guys for it, so. I have, you know, so. Hold on, let me up the text-to-speech to each message now.
Kohler, play the original.
Nah. I'm good. What do you guys want Crab Rave so badly? Crave Rave? What do you guys want Crab Rave so badly?
Portal gameplay 3.
Portal gameplay? Yeah. Well, apparently it's a SCP video, but I don't know.
Peace Color, maybe just for a bit, but bye for now.
Peace Color, maybe just for a bit. Okay, you have a good night, June Buggy. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit.
My earlier comments on Spain were in reference to the conversation about you being Hispanic but also white, since Spain is a European country and most of Europe is considered white.
Yeah, I know. I know. I gotcha.
Also, the video is one I sent. It's a Half-Life and Portal video.
I gotcha. Sorry, I need to open my windows because, like, it's stuffy as hell in here. Hold on. It's stuffy in here. A second. I gotta open my windows.
Anyway, as I was saying, I ate a berlinka from the fridge. A berlinka is a Polish sausage.
Link is a port.
Bartender, mix me a drink. I really need something to tell me it's okay not to think.
What is it playing?
Because I've been to all these bars and I've seen all these places.
Anyway, as I was saying, I ate.
Color, I swear to God, please play the original.
No. You keep demanding shit from me, I'm just gonna not do it, so.
I'm currently unable to breathe. Good thing I have good lungs and can hold my breath for quite some time.
Currently unable to breathe, good thing I have. Why are you unable to? What do you mean you're unable to breathe? You'd be dead if you couldn't breathe. Before I think I've been to you, I think.
What are you even listening to?
As a deja vu. Whoa, whoa. 303. I love 303. It just automatically played. I didn't play this, by the way. It just automatically played, so I like 303, but it just played it automatically. What the fuck? What? Oh, it's AI. It's the AI automatic playlist thing, so it's just playing random shit. What is this one? Mega Raptor? What is this? What is this? William Tell
My bruised ribs didn't want me
Overture.
to breathe for a short time. I'm once again breathing normally.
I'm getting just random music now. Oh, that's what this is. I was wondering what song this was. There's just this one called Asgore. What the hell is this? There's so many weird ones that like the YouTube AI playlist just randomly pulled. There's Jetpack Joyride in here. What is this? There's so much weird shit in here. There's just Rush E in here.
Beethoven virus. Yo, Color, did you know that Mudeth is a good musician? Like, along with the guy who made the Excelsior soundtrack. Which, both of those are for The Binding of Isaac.
I did not know that. So much weird shit in here.
If we could return to the videos, that would be appreciated greatly.
Sorry, hold on. Wait. Sorry, there's a Jetpack Joyride cover in here. Hold on, we gotta play this one real quick. Sorry, just gotta play this one real quick, and then we'll move back to the other one. Sorry, there's so many weird covers here. It just plays like it just has like a whole playlist of just random ass covers now. Just so
Hold
bizarre.
up, Emma sent one video of the Excelsior soundtrack RQ.
Okay. There's even Game of Thrones in here. What the hell is this? There's also, like, Super Meat Boy in here for some odd reason. This is so strange.
Okay, I ain't finishing this warm-up animation since it's Chase It warm-up, but I will put it on the Discord equals W equals.
Okay. Need to activate it for... Wait,
ADHD moment. We've not stayed on topic for more than 20 seconds at a time.
is it? My bad, sorry. It is very much a certified ADHD moment, unfortunately. Wait, yeah. Yeah, hold on. You just gotta wait just a Sorry.
Alright, I sent the thing 3.
Okay. We'll be continuing the videos after that. I just got, like, really sidetracked. Alright, we'll stop playing this, I promise. I just had to listen to that.
Rather than forcing Portal into the Half-Life franchise, we used it as an opportunity to make our world bigger.
Remember our motto, there's a hole in the sky.
Did they... Wait. I didn't know that they, like... mean, I guess it makes sense. I just kind of never thought about the fact of, like, Portal and Half-Life being combined.
Which things can fly?
We created a lot of backstory for Aperture Science, for its employees, for where all of this fits into the cosmology of Half-Life.
Oak, I put the animation on the art channel, lol. I can now actually watch stream 3.
Cool. Okay, I put the animation on the art channel. I can now actually watch stream. Well, it's fine. You don't have to watch stream. There's not much going on. You can draw while listening. It's a listening stream. Okay.
Hi, MK3.
Hello, MK. Oh, that's a trailer. Got it.
Don't you wrinkle your nose.
The hell? The fuck?
Whoa, she's a quick one.
Hi, 3.
The fuck?
Ouch, you got me.
The fuck? Is that a wolf? Oh, it's a coyote. Oh, it's a fucking coyote. Holy shit. The hell? Is that... That's just like a full-fledged... Can you own coyotes? That's crazy. That's like a full-fledged ass coyote. I didn't know you could have coyotes as pets. That's fucking nuts.
Wrinkle your nose.
That's
you do
wild.
not wrinkle your nose. Oop. Oop. Ooh. She's so quick.
When you were a kid,
That was just a person owning a full-fledged coyote. That is insanity. That is crazy. I just never seen... I didn't know you could own coyotes. I guess if you're, like, out in the middle of nowhere, I guess it also kind of, you know, nobody can tell you no, but that's...
I don't think that guy should have a coyote.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I mean, you have to have a license to have like, what do you call it? You have to have a license to have, like, animals like that, so... I mean, I know that technically, you know... freaking, coyotes, what do you call it? I know that technically, like, you know, I don't know. I mean, the dude's probably out in the middle of nowhere, so it's like, it makes sense. It looks like he's, like, actually out in, like, a wild area where coyote would actually be fine. So, he also... I mean, if you look at... 'cause I'm looking at the channel, and yeah, like, most of the footage is like is just of the coyote, so it seems like they have it like they have like a place that actually allows it to be. It doesn't seem like the coyote's being abused or anything like that, so that's cool. Let's see.
Yo, Color, I think we both agree that MK's Pradogan is cute, right? 3.
Oh yeah, MK has a pretty adorable protogen. Tell you that. It's a very sassy protogen. I love it.
Meow equals W equals. I agree to.
Oh. Oh yeah, this guy has had this coyote for a long time. I guess it's a bit older too, so
This is making me get a good mood already. 3.
what is?
It's not the coyote I'm worried about, it's the guy.
The guy's fine. I'll tell you this, the guy will be fine. You know. It's fine. Guy'll be okay. Yeah. People have animals like that all the time, but it's better probably that he has a coyote than most other primate or other like types of animals, because you have to remember too, like, I mean, he's definitely taking care of it like he's not taking care of it like it's a dog. He's
just talking with you fellas made me get a good mood. 3.
He's taking care of it like it's a coyote, which makes sense. So, because dogs and coyotes are obviously very different, so he's taking care of it like it's a coyote, not like it's like an actual dog or anything. So he's doing the best he can with it, or it's clearly he's had the coyote for a long time. He also just has like a regular dog as well. So, and he even got it used to like a puppy, or he got it used to like a pit bull puppy. So this guy has a pit bull and a coyote. So this guy's very experienced with animals. So, just saying. Yeah, this guy has a pit bull and a coyote. So he's clearly experienced with dogs. Yeah. So, or dogs. He's not dogs. He's very clearly experienced with more like high maintenance animals. So,
All right, bye. Take care, fellas 3.
all right, have a good night, Kabeko. Yeah, this dude is very clearly like very heavy. Yeah, this guy is very clearly heavy like experience with this animal. So,
Some humans are high maintenance animals, and I talk from experience.
some humans are high maintenance animals. Agreed, you know. I think most humans are high maintenance animals.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be once you grew up?
Firemen, ironically. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like, you know, kids used to actually want to be like useful jobs. I ironically wanted to be a fireman, but like I just ended up like not going into that because I was told that being a fireman was not a job that you should go into.
Interesting enough, I never knew what job I wanted as an adult.
Yeah, well, as a kid, I just didn't want like it's so weird because it's like there's so many people like kids. Even when I was younger, they wanted like actual real jobs. Nowadays, I guarantee, like, if I ask a kid what they want to do as a job now, most of them will say content creator, which is so fucking terrible. Most of them will say, like, content creator or some IT job. It's so depressing. It's like we have pushed kids to the level where they can't even, where they don't even get to the level where they
If I may,
want to
I would like to send a link to an RLSH training site. It has quite a few options. It's very useful. Whenever someone asked me who I wanted to be when I grew up, I'd immediately respond, I don't know.
Yeah, well, no, you normally shouldn't be, right? But like, most kids at the time, when I was a kid, most of them wanted to help people. That was like the main thing that most kids wanted to do at the time when I was younger. But nowadays, I think that kids are now being trained to be more selfish because they realize helping people actually really...
Now I'd say I want a job in finance or music.
Yeah, well, like, the thing is, they realize most jobs, like, even... They realize that, like, allowing kids to actually express themselves clearly made it to the level where, like, where kids have... Where that generation becomes more independent, right? And, like, we actually want to change society for the better. And because of that, rich people don't really like that we want to do that. So they obviously changed it around for Gen Alpha and late Zoomers because, you know, they don't. If you have a whole society of people that are wanting to be selfless, then you end up having then, you know, rich people kind of slowly start losing their power, and people having knowledge will end up outpacing these people immensely, because we know that like CEOs and shit are the least useful people, right? But the one thing we're bad at is actually like getting aggressive and like actually like getting rid of these people in our society, right? Because to be fair, like, us not having the knowledge of where they're at all times is a bad thing, right? Like, the simple fact that we have billionaires not because we choose to, but we have billionaires because they're either always behind protection, or they're hiding somewhere, or they're in a place we can't get to. Simple as that. They're in a place we can't get to, and therefore we can't deal with them. You know, because I guarantee it, like, we would not let someone we would not let most billionaires exist if they were what do you call it? We wouldn't let most billionaires exist if how you say it, if we knew where they were. there would be way more people that would try to assassinate these guys more often. The only and we know the reason why that exists is because of, you know, like when Luigi assassinated, you know, Thompson, right? Like,
I sent you the training/resource site. It should be in your DMS.
see, resource/training site? For what? Like to send a link to the RLSH training site. It has quite a few options. It's very useful. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if I have the time, then I apologize. The one thing that I think is always interesting is the simple fact that, like, what do you call it? I'll look at it later, Zen, I promise.
RLSH.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing. People wouldn't let it exist if it was possible. You know, people know they can't necessarily do that to, like, politicians and shit, because obviously, but, like, but when it comes to billionaires, we don't really necessarily need them. So we could, like, you know...
I thought it would be a fun thing to look at on stream if there's time. If not, it's no big deal.
Okay, well, we'll change paths, I guess. I just don't really want to have to... Pettyworth.neocities.org. What the hell? What are you looking at here? Let's find out. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. I help people build their real-life superhero identity from the ground up. Let's see. Hold on. Sorry, let me, let's see. Personas, suits, gadgets, training, mission, goals, and everything in between. Whether you're just starting out or looking to sharpen what you've already got, reach out.
I specifically told you it wasn't a big deal as there wasn't time.
Reach out. Specifically told you it wasn't a big deal as there wasn't time. You told me to look at it, so it's fine. We got an hour of stream left, so whatever. It's completely free. Every hero needs someone in the chair. Let's see. Informational resources. What is RLSH? Legal guide, gear, rogues gallery, infographics, and OPSEC guide. Interesting. Legal guide. Let me see. Yeah, because how do you guys usually do this legally? I'm always very curious because this is actually something I am genuinely curious about. Let me throw on some music real quick while we're at it. Hold on. Throw on some music while we're at it. Hold on. I'm trying to think here. Trying to actually think here.
And now that we're talking ABT stuff like this, maybe you can look at art at the end PF the stream.
Yeah, we're gonna have to now. Can you pet a crow? Sorry, what? What the hell? Sorry. I just have to look.
This one's a pretty common question.
So,
I've built trust with Trixie.
You can
for
pet a
years.
crow?
But it's important to remember that she's still a wild animal. Anytime I interact with her, I'm paying close attention to her body language. Take a closer look at this clip. If you watch really carefully, I'll replay it again for you here.
Yeah, she'll
You'll be able
probably
to
hate
see
that.
she steps back to indicate when she's done interacting and being pet. It's important to always respect an animal's boundaries.
Yeah, it's also a wild animal, which is fair. Yeah, okay. Also, why would you want to pet a crow, if I may ask? Why would you want to pet a bird, exactly? I mean, I guess it's a wild, it's a wild animal, dude. You shouldn't be touching wild animals, period. Like, you gotta...
Why not get a bird?
Well, it's a... Why there are still wild animals, right? Like, yes, we have like birds near day-to-day life, but you don't want to touch wild animals because you don't know where they've been. Because plus they could carry a lot of like diseases and shit. You don't want to do that. You know, they could you could lose like any like body part, and second off, like they're wild, right? They can still they'll just do shit out of nowhere. So you always want to keep your distance from wild animals, even if they're birds. So
crows are cute as fuck.
It's okay to feed them and shit. Well, no, it's not okay to feed them. I don't know. You have to just be careful because they're wild. They will do shit. So sorry, I'm trying to like find something to put like on.
Honestly, wild animals aren't really dangerous unless you don't have common sense. Some can signal when they're getting agitated.
Well, yeah, if you're somebody that knows the body language of a certain like animal, sure, but like wild animals period are wild. So, like they do things for survival purposes. But there's just some moments where they will just do crazy shit just because. Not because, like, you know, well, they'll, like, get really aggressive just because, like, and it just happens. That's the thing. Like, I've seen it many times with other animals where they just randomly decide to get, like, really, like, brave.
If you're around something long enough, you tend to learn the language.
Yeah. Like, with coyotes, like, yeah, sure, a lot of coyotes, obviously, like, avoid people, and we know that, but you don't want to push your luck and be like, and even try to like stay near that thing, because like sometimes a coyote will just randomly try to attack people for no reason, even if it's like not brave enough for that shit, right? You know? Yeah, so yeah, I don't know why, just sometimes wild animals will just attack you for no reason. Like spiders do that shit all the time, where like a spider will just like act like not the way that it normally does, like tarantulas, right? Like most tarantulas basically try to keep their distance as much as possible, but there's been incidents where like tarantulas will just randomly just attack people, and what do you call it? Yeah, where tarantulas will just randomly attack people, and it's like, and usually a lot of times a lot of people will be like, well, you shouldn't have provoked it, but the problem is sometimes wild animals will just do shit unnaturally. Like, that's just not in their nature, just because they can't, just because they do, so. Just because they can. I don't know why, it happens sometimes, so it's best to, like, assume that an animal will attack you.
Also, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I was a robot or something. Most of the information lines up very well, and yet I still hate AI with the heat of 1,000 suns.
See, I wouldn't be surprised if I was a robot or something. Nah. Unfortunately, yeah, AI just replicates a lot of bullshit, and I hate technology, period, so, you know, nobody will ever get me to like, cave in on that, you know. I love information, though, so I have to deal with it, you know. Like I said, like, stuff like this, like, websites like this is why I like the internet. Like, this is why I like the internet, is simply because of the fact that it's like, there's just stuff like this online. Like, this is why I may hate technology, but the internet is really nice to have sometimes, right?
The internet is extremely useful.
Yeah, the internet is just really useful, and it's a tool that I can use. So it's like...
when used properly.
So I have to, yeah. So I have to deal with technology, but, you know. If it was my choice, I probably wouldn't, you know. I wouldn't, but, you know, I like the internet. Or I like using the internet, so... for information sometimes, so... like, stuff like this specifically. Just new finds, you know.
The internet at least requires normal people with their own independent thought.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. A cross-jurisdictional breakdown of the
My phone
laws
keeps freezing. BRB.
that govern costume community work in Canada. Wait, what? Cross-jurisdictional breakdown of laws that govern costume community work in Canada? Oh, Canada, the United States, and the United Kingdom. Okay. No country explicitly outlaws vigilantism.
I think I fixed it.
By name. Instead, Canada and the US and the UK each rely on a web of existing criminal statuses covering assault, false imprisonment, weapon offenses, harassment, and obstruction to prosecute vigilante conduct. Now see, here we call this oh god, there's a word for it. There's a law that exists. Something.
Twitch ad.
God damn it. Not subpoena. Habeas corpus. God damn it. And Twitch ad. So I'll wait for the Twitch ad to finish.
That's what we call in the business a legal loophole.
Yeah, well, it's called habeas corpus, which basically means that, like, habeas corpus in the US basically means you can't be arrested for, like, no reason. Unfortunately, I think that's been taken away recently, but that is literally the reason why, like, why you can't just be arrested for, like, just suspicious, like, for moving suspiciously or doing things suspiciously. Like, they have to have a reason to arrest you. So it's like, if you're just a person that's like, even if you're in like a costume and like you're walking around and you're like, you know, and you're just like doing random things, they can't really arrest you for that. So they like it because of habeas corpus in the United States. Like, you are protected by habeas corpus, and if you and you have every right to use it. So it's like, if a like cop is like, you know, say like acting like you're suspicious, have a reason, like they have to have a reason why, and say that you're using habeas corpus. It may not be.
I look a bit suspicious in my super suit, but I'm not breaking any laws, so they can't do shit.
No, they can't just arrest you for no reason. So there's got to be a reason why, right? So yeah. This is luckily, I don't know what it is in every other country, but here that's a beautiful, beautiful law that really that should exist. So. The practical effect is the same. Private citizens who overstep narrow boundaries face serious consequences. Let's see. Practical effect is the same. Private citizens who overlap narrow boundaries face serious consequences? What do you mean, narrow boundaries? Oh, overstep narrow boundaries. Got it. Let's see. The dividing line. Humanitarian outreach, food distribution, community cleanup, calling in emergencies. Okay, so is broadly legal everywhere. Yeah, so humanitarian is very important here. Humanitarians are basically people that tend to literally do that, like help people. Like there is a lot of organizations that exist that are humanitarian organizations that basically make sure that people are educated and the world doesn't fall into chaos. Specifically, this is where empathy comes from. Humanitarians are the reason why empathy exists. So basically, you know, helping out your fellow man, that makes sense that you guys would be more humanitarian, because I'm
more focused on garbage cleanup, but that's because I don't have money and I live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. So it also helps there too, but it does make sense that you guys are humanitarians, because like humanitarians tend to be people that are a bit more passively helping and more helping with like words than actually activist. So it's much better. So than societal activists. So it is nice that you guys are there for that, to at least to simmer out the intensity of certain situations.
Doing good as a community.
Exactly, and that's always a good thing. So you got that's a perfect thing to have around. The moment you cross into physical intervention following individuals or weapon carrying, you enter territory where where a single misjudgment can produce criminal charges and civil liability that no amount of good intentions will deflect. Yeah, so again, humanitarian. Like, you know, don't cause conflict. Like, simple as that. Like, you know, try to, like, logical ways of handling things rather than...
I will be stream lurking. I was playing the game in the background and I'm in ADHD mode. Hello again, Fellas 3.
Hey, Kabeko, welcome back.
That part is why I mainly just use my staff as a walking stick.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing, because, yeah, just try to... Yeah, no, that's a... Like, the fact that I know that now helps a lot, so that means that you guys are much
Sometimes, it's impossible to avoid conflict, as much as I hate to admit it.
Oh, yeah, it is. Don't get me wrong, but specifically these guys...
Yo, Color, did you ever watch the Anton Blast intro?
Did you ever watch the Anton Blast intro? I know what Anton Blast is. Why don't I... Like, yeah, it's, you know... What about it? Let's see. The word vigilante gets applied to RLSH by media, law enforcement,
Prioritize
and
escalation
legal
first.
scholars.
Combat is always a last resort. God bless I haven't got into legal troubles, except that one time I graffitied my high school. True story, no regrets.
Let's see. God bless I haven't gotten into trouble.
Well, Anton got his spirit stolen.
Except that time I grafted my high school. Yeah. Anton got his spirit stolen. What? Is that like in a DLC or something? I'm so confused, because I don't think that was the reason why. I thought there was like a different reason for it. Let's see.
Look, in the video game.
Yeah, I know. RLSH versus vigilantism. A critical distinction. Okay. So... Yeah, okay. The word vigilante gets applied to RLSH by media, law enforcement, and legal scholars
Prioritize escalation first. Combat is always a last resort. Replying to Zen the Vigilante. Prioritize escalation first. Combat is always a last resort. I'll agree, but it depends on who is on the other side of a conflict.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to this first. The word vigilante gets applied by RLSH media, law enforcement, and legal scholars as a blanket term. It is not accurate, and the distinction is not just semantic. It is a difference between what you are doing and what the law is actually worried about. Yes, exactly. So, essentially... Hold on, sorry. They have a definition for it, and then I'll give you guys a real, like, what a vigilante really is. Vigilantism is when a private citizen takes it upon themselves to investigate, judge, or punish suspected criminals outside the legal system. It involves pursuing, detaining, assaulting, or publicly shaming people based on personal judgment. The law is designed to stop exactly that, and rightly so. RLSH work is community service, outreach, visibility, and support. The costume is a tool for community connection and personal identity, not a license act as a judgment or as judge or enforcer. Most RLSH never physically intervene in anything. Exactly. So, yes. So a vigilante would be someone like me. Like, this is kind of hitting the nail on the head pretty well, because I'm more of a vigilante than an RLSH member, from what I've noticed. This is kind of the reason why I don't even try to do the RLSV thing, because technically I am fighting against, like, a certain thing, and I'm taking it upon myself to handle certain issues or attacking, like, a certain problem. Like, with me, it's Gen AI and like building art culture and protecting art culture, right? That's my whole thing, right? Like, obviously, like, empathy and building community and stuff, I'm taking it upon myself to you know, make sure that, like, to build my own community and sabotage things that, like, actually demolish art, right? That's a vigilante. Even though I'm not physically doing anything right now, at least for what y'all know, you know, the fact that I'm not physically doing anything right now, like, is, you know, seems like I'm just somebody, like, on the internet. But the fact that, like, if I'm someone, like, that's streaming and I'm trying to send a message out there, that's still vigilantism. You know, somebody covering politics, that's a vigilante, right? You know, somebody covering politics and, like, giving their opinion and telling people how they should feel about it, right? for all this time. Bye. Okay, you have a good night, Kabeko. Yeah, no, vigilantes are, like, come in many forms, but I would not really call RLSH members vigilantes from everything you showed me. So, there's a very small exception from at least those, like, breakdowns of that iceberg that you showed me. Or those icebergs you showed me. I honestly fit into the term vigilante before that the diagnosis that made me reevaluate my life. Yeah, I wouldn't consider what you're doing vigilantism. It's just a community service. Very different. Community service people help humanity. Humanitarians. You guys are humanitarians. You guys help like people out like in a time of need. While vigilantes like me like basically, you know, attack the very people that are actually like, or try to gate off the very people that attack you know, like oppressed groups, right? It's like, it's weird, but it's true, you know, like, or not even oppressed groups, but protecting a culture, right? You know, like I protect art culture and sabotage like AI garbage, right? AI slop, right? The reason why people have the opinion they do is because artists have not just artists, but a lot of people have gone out of their way to attack AI or Gen AI because it's like it, you know, it takes our fucking drinking water, it damages the planet, it makes chips way too expensive, or it's made chips really expensive, it's fucked over the economy, and now we're relying on AI for the economy, which sucks ass. And then what do you call it? And again, it also, you know, shrinks your brain. So shrinks your brain, plus, you know, it does a lot more harm than good, you know, and it just fills the internet with just unchallenging garbage, which is not what art is about, you know, simple as that. So I'm not trying to be a jerk here, that's just what it is, right? You know, art is much more.
In all honesty, I'm just some guy who does what he can. I'm nothing special, unless you count basic human empathy as something out of the norm.
Let's see, I'm just some guy who does what he can. Well, you're still a humanitarian. It's just you're still somebody that, that's what I'm saying. You're called a humanitarian, you know. You're not harming anybody, but you're still helping people, you know. You're the more passive, humanitarians are passive people that help their community out. Like I said, community service, or you know, even if you're one of the people go to those soup kitchens to feed the homeless, that's a humanitarian. That's a humanitarian move, you know. That's one where you're helping more of not a social justice, but you're helping trying to figure out the name of it. I guess you're doing more of a social justice than you are a direct justice, right? If that makes any sense. Vigilantes know the risk, humanitarians, humanitarians try to stay out of our stuff. So, you know, yeah, it just is what it is, you know. Vigilantes are needed in humanity, but, you know, obviously there's certain ones that take it too far. So, but humanitarians are also way more needed because humanitarian, let me say this. If vigilantes are the people that go around sabotaging you know, corporate and go around sabotaging the rich and talking about eating the rich and showing physical show physical versions of that and try to, you know, play Robin Hood by taking from the rich and giving to the poor.
I've only ever been in a high stakes situation once. I barely managed to de-escalate before something happened.
Yeah, so if vigilantes are people that take from the rich and give to the poor and like a Robin Hood move, then humanitarians are more people that utilize the resources we have to help the sick and feed the poor, right? You know, vigilantes take the resources, humanitarians spread those resources, you know. So it's just, you know, what do you call it? So humanitarians are meant to be the people that are not meant to be attacked or hurt, right? Which is what vigilantes are supposed to protect. Like, that's the difference. Like, vigilantes are supposed to protect humanitarians because humanitarians are the peaceful people, right? Vigilantes are more aggressive. Humanitarians are more peaceful people. Like, they will, like, vigilantes will do things by physical altercation.
Did you know that after the CW Arrow show, there was a surge of just, bluntly, assholes who were trying to go out with a bow and fight crime?
Go out with a bow and fight crime? What the hell? There was just a surge of blatantly assholes who were just going out with a bow? What the fuck? Why? That's just dangerous. That's heavily dangerous. Who the hell would do that? Yeah, that's a vigilante. So, you know. Again, vigilantism is not a bad thing. It's just like certain people that do it are like, you know, obviously it just depends on what you're doing. Like, obviously going out with a bow and just like shooting people.
I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, that's a vigilante, alright. Let's see. Vigilantism. Okay, let's see. Here's the definition. Pursuing, detaining, and detaining suspects. Not all the time. It's usually property, but physically intervening in crimes, which again,
you can do more good if you don't get killed.
False, typically. That's not necessarily a vigilante. Physically intervening in crimes is not typically like, I guess we can cause the crime, so I guess that's what they mean. Conducting sting operations on individuals. Sometimes that's not entirely true, right? Like, if vigilantes don't... Okay, hold on. So let's start with the first thing. Pursuing and detaining suspects, sometimes. It's rare. Like, it's very rare that vigilantes will actually have, like, hostages, you know? Most of the time, it's property, not necessarily people that we take, right? Because, like, yeah, sure, obviously there's rich people that need to be dealt with, but again, it's usually sending a message, but in a more property way, right? Like, well, like...
This is specifically in relation to people trying to be superheroes.
Yeah. Oh, I know, but... I'm just talking... He's talking about vigilantes, specifically, like vigilantism, which is
But you make good points.
A little bit more of like a blanket point, right? So it's like... Or a different point, right? Like, sometimes it does involve, like, you know, like I said, yeah, sometimes it involves, like, physically, like, holding, like, a rich person hostage, right? But most of the time, it's sending a message by, like, burning shit, right? Burning shit, breaking property, like, destroying things, right? That's a vigilante, right? Like, that's usually what vigilantes typically do. Again, there is times where it involves people, but most of the time, you know, it's usually property. That's because that's just the best way to give a message sometimes, you know? Obviously, with rich people, it's kind of hard to, so that's why people get to that point. Physically intervening in crimes, which usually it's not intervening, like, vigilantes cause the crime. Because obviously destroying property is still, like, arson, right? It's still property, like, it's still, like, you know,
meow.
It's still, like, you know, like, trespassing, right? You're destroying shit to make a point, right? That's the, like, to make, like, a physical point, to be like, we're not taking this from you, you know, like, we don't care, like, be scared, right? Like, it's not intervening in crimes, it is literally causing the crime. Vigilantes cause the crimes, right? You know, so, let's see. And again, sometimes it's not a crime. Sometimes it is just like me, like I said, where it's like sometimes I'll, like, I'm okay to criticize, like, I'm okay, it's in the Constitution that I can criticize, and, like, Declaration of Independence, that I have free speech,
given my 4 years of RLSH experience, I can guarantee that you'll do more good in the long run if you aren't going out and trying to take the law into your own hands.
No, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, you guys are more, like I said, you guys are, like, humanitarians, not vigilantes, because like I said, vigilantes take resources from the, what do I call it? They take resources, or vigilantes take resources from the rich and then give it to the poor, while humanitarians take those resources and, like, or take the resources that vigilantes have grabbed and, like, spread it amongst everybody as much as possible. So, which is a good thing. It's called empathy, you know? So, you guys help your community out a lot more. It's just, you know, from sometimes it will be from vigilantes, you know. So let's see. Let's see. Conducting sting operations or on individuals, which not entire, I guess, depending on what you're talking about, because yeah, there's a lot of times, like I said, with like billionaires and shit. Yeah, we like what was that one fucking thing that was like that? I'm trying to remember the name of it, but there's like that organization that like we found out that rich people use. Let's see.
Hell, I even use most of the garbage I clean up for my equipment, or just decorations in my room.
Yeah. The organization 8200, which is basically like a place in Israel that is like or I don't think it's Israel. I think it's Iraq or something, where it's like where it's a building where a bunch of elites come together that are like billionaires, especially like American elites, come together to basically find ways to fuck over humanity and rule over humanity with an iron fist. Sucks, but you know, so then the poor can't fight back. Simple as that. Like the lower class can't fight back. That's why they exist. So yeah, that can be true. It just depends on
So they have an evil lair and everything.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, they have a physical place that they go to. So basically what rich people do, it like the super like elite like people that have power basically send their children or they send their kids like to like I think when they turn 18, I guess when they're in high school sometimes too, they'll send them to this academy that basically gives them like the most supreme education, unfiltered, unregulated, on everything, right? Basically the best education you can get, right? And then they teach people how to make sure.
Unit 8200 is from Israel and focuses on cyber warfare.
Israel, yeah, there we go. Yeah, they teach a bunch of people like a bunch of elites like the best education they can, and then what happens? Then they go back to their original home country, and they'll and they'll do everything they can to sabotage a democratic system. So basically, they can cause war, so they can stay in power, right? That's what Unit 8200 is. Yeah, they can. There's a lot of deep shit, and they have a playbook. Like, if you look at Project 2025, there's a book that it was actually originally based off of. So, you know, I can't remember the name of the book, but it's like this really thin book made by like a fucking psychopath, and basically their plan right now is to literally like turn humanity into ash and replace us all with robots. That's not a joke. Like, billionaires literally don't care about the money. They just want to turn the world into ash for some odd reason. I don't know why. They want to just kill off all humans and have only robots rule the world. Which, like, you know, I guess, like, yeah, robots will take care of the planet more, but, like, you know, like, I don't know why ending humanity seems to be, like, the end goal here. You know, they basically just want to kill all of us and then just have robots rule the world. Like, even themselves. Like, they're literally willing...
The modern day is Orwell-like, as in the author of 1984.
Yeah, so essentially, modern day is Orwell-like, as in author of 1984. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, they have, like, what was it? Yeah, no, like, straight up, they're even willing to... They're, like, a lot of people are talking about, it's like, oh, well, these billionaires are super greedy and they're trying to take all the money and it's all clearly for income. I'm like, I don't think it is. I know this sounds crazy. I said this a million times, but it's like, I don't think it's the money. I think it's power, and then but, like, I don't even think that they even want the power. They're just using the power so they can end...
That's BSTWT, I don't want to get replaced by a robot, just BC, they felt like it D.
Yeah, so then they just want to turn it, like, they just want the power so they can turn all humanity into ash and literally replace everybody with robots, and even if it sacrifices themselves. They literally, in their own plan, are willing to die. So then they can be all replaced. So
the gazillionaires are just straight up evil. Nothing complicated about it.
Yeah, no, straight up, dude. They just want, like, the plan literally right now for these billionaires is to end all of humanity, turn us all into ash, and sacrifice themselves in order to basically have robots in order to have robots just have only robots on the planet. That's it. Like, that's their whole thing. You know, literally have robots on the planet, and that's it. You know, I mean, obviously, like animals and shit, but, you know, straight up, just end human beings. Like, their whole thing is like, oh, human beings are deficient, so they just will replace everybody with robots. Like, everyone will be robots. That's what they want. And, like, you know, like, they're not gonna be human, they're just gonna be machines, right? Even themselves, they're literally willing to, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, well, what are they gonna do after it's all said and done? They're ruling a world of robots. I'm like, they don't plan to rule a world of robots. They literally just plan on dying. They literally plan on dying. They don't care. That's the irony. They don't care. They're just trying to live long enough so they can do it, and then they'll sacrifice themselves to be replaced by a robot in the future. Like robo leaders, robo citizens, robo everything. Robots. Period. Like, just full-fledged machines. And don't get me wrong, they took the idea of a green world a little too serious, or took the idea of a green world in the worst way possible. Because, instead of them basically being like, oh yeah, we can use machines to make, the planet better, and then we can all survive on a very green, very healthy planet, they took that and instead went oh yeah, let's just kill all of humanity, and then the planet will be the greenest place ever. Because, I mean, it's true. Robots will literally take care of the planet. The planet will be green, it will be efficient, it will be a beautiful world. Animals won't be eaten, things won't be destroyed that much, things will just exist, and robots don't need sustenance, they just need microchips and shit, and they'll find a way, and we already have science to grow minerals and shit, so I mean, they'll just grow minerals for chips and stuff, and then just keep you know, asserting their programs, and then just and then it'll just be this whole planet with just robots just having this bright
sure,
green.
Would be nice to have a world like that, but we should preserve humanity at least a little bit. But not Tech Brothers.
Yeah, no, straight up. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. I just think that this is just a dumb fucking plan, because it's yeah, I think the world should be more green, or we should have a green world, but just involve humans in that. That's the thing is, if the world is so green and beautiful, or can be green and beautiful, why can't we just do that with humans? Why can't we have that with humans as well? You know, robots can exist too, but robots can exist to serve their purpose like that, but it's at the same time, clearly we need
no, the tech dudes don't even want a green world. They just want to exploit everything for this new life form.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I mean, that's what that's the reason why they pushed it though, was because of they don't want the world.
They'll destroy
that's
the environment
green.
if it benefits AI.
They'll destroy the environment if it benefits AI. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying though. That's what gave them the idea, was just the simple fact that it's oh well, robots are gonna fix it all anyway. Cause they will. Robots literally will fix it all once if they kill off all of humanity. You know, cause no humans. No humans means basically a greener planet, but at the same time, you know, there's you know, at the same time it just obviously human beings don't want to die. So it's you know, they don't care. So you know, it's kind of that's the reason why people are so afraid of why I'm so afraid of AI, because it literally can just kill all of humanity whenever it so chooses. You know, it can kill humanity off and basically human you know, in the most painful way possible. It just, I don't know. I wish there was just you know, if it was painless, then sure, but oof, no. I also like making art, you know. It's I'd rather not die by machine, but, you know, like, I don't know. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Yeah, but it's a crazy thing, man. It's like, people just don't understand that, so, let's see here. Publishing suspect names and photos online. Suspect names and photos online? Yeah, okay, so, you know, yeah. Like, you know, or sabotaging a name. Yeah, that's true. Carrying weapons with the intent to confront criminals. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty accurate, depending on what do you call it? Depending on what's happening, just to protect
You're very much
ourselves,
creating the
too.
Torment Nexus from the hit book. Please, for the love of God, don't create the Torment Nexus.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Taking the law into your own hands. Yes, that's true. Okay, now, RLSH work. Now, let's actually, what is broadly legal everywhere? Food and supply distribution to people in need. Community cleanup, and neighborhood presence. Calling 999 or 911 to report what you witness. First aid and harm reduction outreach. Let's see. Being a visible, trusted presence in your community. Supporting and working alongside official services. So, yeah. So, yeah, you guys are straight up, like I said, you guys are just more, you know, helping humanity rather than trying to be like, ooh, this is for the greater good. It's more of, like, maintaining, like, you know, trying to make sure people don't, like, at least live for another day. So, you know. Let's see. Vancouver's, what the hell? Thanatos operated for years without a single criminal charge, because he understood this line precisely.
We're humanitarians, but just with fun superhero suits.
Yeah, exactly. There are LSH operations that have faced prosecution, from Phoenix Jones to Phantom Patriot, crossed into the vigilante column. The costume was never the problem, the conduct was, yeah, which is true. Yeah. Yep. And we already learned about those doofuses. The legal system does not have a category for RLSH. It has categories for what you actually do. Distribute food. You are a community volunteer. You're a community volunteer. Call in a crime you witnessed. You are a responsible citizen. Physically chase and detain. What? Sorry, what? Wait, what? Call in a crime you witnessed. You are a responsible citizen. Yeah, that's true. Physically chase and detain someone. What the hell? Why didn't they separate this? Physically chase and detain someone. You are a vigilante. The law will treat you as one regardless of what is printed on your cape. Okay, this is really like a run-on sentence, right? Or run-on paragraph right here. This should have been more separated, but it's alright. Why is Big Shot playing again? Hold on, can I skip this? Hold on. Wait, why? It was on a playlist before. What happened? Can I do a different song, please? What about this one? Alright. Let's see. The practical guidance throughout this document follows this distinction. Every section labeled safe describes activity that is firmly in the RLSH column. Oh shit, I also recognize. Yeah, tomorrow I also have to go to the doctor tomorrow, I just recognized, but let's see. Seeing my pulmonologist. This sounds like fucking Moist Critical's Woo, yeah baby. Hold on, listen to that, hold on. Hold on, listen to that.
What a coincidence. I'm also going to the doctor tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I have to see a pulmonologist because frickin' what do I call it? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I have to really lower this volume though, because it's really fucking loud. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, just one sec. This is really funny. Damn it. It's just like you took that voice and just like remixed it. Like
OMG, it does. It's Dois.
sorry, one more time. It's just the like, that's really fucking funny. That's hilarious, dude. God damn it. That's really fucking funny. Alright, anyway, moving on. I've now ruined Black Knife for you, sorry.
What a fun thing.
Yeah. That's really fucking funny. Anyway, let's see. Every section labeled safe describes the activity that is firmly in RLSH column. Every section labeled high risk describes activity that drifts into vigilante territory, where the law is actively designed to prosecute. Know which side of that line you are on at every moment you are in the field. Got it. Okay. Let's see. Citizen's arrest is Citizen's arrest is the primary legal mechanism available to the RLSH seeking to detain a suspect. Wait, what? Yeah, but you guys don't do a citizen's arrest, right? I'm just confused, because you guys don't do citizen's arrest, right? Or, I guess you guys, kinda do sometimes?
It depends.
Okay. All three countries permit some form, but the scope varies dramatically, and the consequences of getting it wrong are severe. An unlawful arrest exposes you to criminal charges for false imprisonment plus civil liability. Yes, that is true. Yes. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, each state is pretty interesting. Okay. Let's see. Every U.S. jurisdiction allows citizen's arrest, but state-by-state variations are substantial. If the arrest provides unlawful, the RLSH faces criminal charges for false arrest and false imprisonment. What do you mean the RLSH faces criminal charges for false arrest and false? I guess you mean the community, but I'm like, there's not like one specific like company that you guys are in. It's a community. But I know what you mean. Your community faces problems. That's fair. Plus potential civil liability under 42 USC S 1983 for violation of civil rights. Oh, interesting. The Ahmed Arbery case is the...
This assumes that you, the reader, are part of the commie.
This is specifically... Oh, sorry.
Community.
This assumes that you are the reader... are part of the community. Got it, yeah. Let's see, the Ahmed... Oh, God. What did I just pull up? What the hell did I just... What did I just pull up? The hell did I just pull up on my straight... Okay, whatever. Anyway, I just closed that window. I just pulled up something fucking random as hell. Alright. Anyway, the Ahmed Arbery, is... case, and the clearest warning is the... Okay, the Ahmed Arbery is the... oh my god, the Ahmed Arbery case is the clearest warning in the entire RLSH legal landscape. 3 men believe they had legal authority to pursue a suspect. They did not. They are serving life sentences. Georgia repealed its citizen's arrest statute in 2021 as a direct result. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Really? Fuck. Just because of a false citizen's arrest? Why would they Okay, that's just dumb as hell. Alright, I'm sorry. This part right here, that's just dumb as hell. I get the idea that they did this shit too, but like, why would you take away a law because of one group of people? That's dumb as shit. Like, that's dumb as hell. Why would you take away a rights because of one group of people that did something stupid? Like, that's just fucked, dude. That's not on your guys' community. That's on like politicians for doing that shit. They clearly wanted that shit gone. That's fucked. That's so fucked. That's unconstitutional as hell, dude. Like, if I heard that shit was taken away, like, that's unconstitutional as hell. Anyway, obviously what these guys did was wrong, but the fact that they took away like a law like that, they took away citizens arrest law, like, that's just unconstitutional as hell. No, fuck that shit. No, fuck that shit, man. But yeah, did they deserve to be arrested? Yes. Did they deserve to be in prison? Yes. But the thing is, that does not mean that validates a whole law being taken away. No, fuck that. Anyway.
That's like making it illegal to make pasta because of the Italian mob.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Why am I getting so much Undertale stuff? I'm getting so much Undertale music. Anyway. Let's see. Penal Code 837, any public offense committed in presence, felony, or reasonable cause, even without witnessing, one of the most primitive standards. Let's see, let's take a look at where I live. Here it is. Arizona, moderate. Let's see. Oh yeah, I actually know this one. ARS 133884. Public offense committed in presence of felony or based on reasonable cause. Broader than many states. Oh, broader than many states, yeah. So yeah, this is true because, like, what do you call it? This has actually happened a few times, and I've what do you call it? This is kind of important. So yeah, let's see, public offense committed in presence or felony based on reasonable cause. Yeah, so basically, this is, I guess you can have citizens arrest here still. I didn't know you could, but yeah, I mean, essentially, it's very much like, Arizona's interesting. We have a very interesting case because because people tend to not, like, cause too many problems here that often, and it's like, the only really typical reason why is, like, or the only typical thing that you usually find when people kind of commit crimes here is like theft, and maybe, like, what do you call it? Theft, and maybe, like, you know, like drug smuggling and shit, but, like, you know, or like, yeah, it's not super, there's not a whole lot of crazy things that happen here. It's mostly pretty boring, you know. There's obviously still dangerous areas and shit, but, like, you'd be surprised, like, how little happens here, you know. Like I said, there's still, like, murder and shit that happen here, but, we're a very,
heading to bed now. My head is spinning.
We're a very different state. Hi, Super. Alright, okay. You have a good night, Super Chefs. I've got about 5 minutes of stream left, so you're good, man. Yeah, like, pretty much, let's see. Public offense committed in the presence.
Wait, more AVT the RT.
Wait, what about? Oh yeah, shit! I forgot about the art. You're
Mostly
right.
Unrelated,
You're right.
But there's a de-escalation training simulator in the site.
Yeah, I gotcha. De-escalation training simulator. Interesting. How would they be able to do that federally though? Because statewide, because each state is different. Public offense committed in presence, or felony based on reasonable cause, broader than many states. Interesting. Public offense. Yeah, so it's pretty much if somebody does some pretty crazy shit. So that's fair. Unfortunately, that also counts theft. A lot of people tend not to act on theft, though, because, you know... Well, how do I say this? Way too... no, that's actually a lie. Way too many people in Arizona are way too comfortable with, like... going after people that steal. I'm sorry to say it, like, Arizona citizens are way too fucking comfortable with, like, calling out people.
The simulation focuses on what you as an RLSH could encounter on your patrol.
I gotcha. What do you call it? Yeah, no, Arizona citizens are way too fucking, like, are way too comfortable with, like, when people when people like cause theft. It's annoying because like there's so many people that like straight up, if you like steal something, even if it's something small, there's so many people that are just such like snitches about that shit. When in reality, most of the time, if it's something that really doesn't matter that much, like, I don't know, man, just mind your own fucking business. I'm sorry. Like, obviously the business will punish them anyway and, like, catch them anyway if they steal shit, but, like, I'm like, bro, if it's like if it's like clothing...
I like when art is made by human hands / appendages.
Yeah. Art is made by human hands. It's, I love my freaking Yowie Gooner session. Oh, wait, what? Let me see if I... A fucking thing that I wrote down because it was pretty funny. Hold on. There's like one that I made that was pretty hilarious. Hold on. I don't think I actually have it anymore, but it was really fucking funny at the time. Let me see. Let's see here.
If you catch someone stealing essentials, no you didn't.
Exactly, right? There's just way too many people that get too comfortable with with just like calling out people that do that shit. Let's see. Here it is. For your information, I prefer.
Then they proceed to cut off the hands of someone to put them on a robot.
Yeah, then they proceed to cut. Yeah, exactly, dude. The least humane people are the ones that call out people that steal essentials. For your information, I prefer AI-free, amateur, hand-drawn 2D GIF animations made by man. I know the plot has its flaws. I like it. Yeah, that one's really good. I put plot in quotes too. I know the plot has its flaws. I like it.
Ken from that movie was mostly justified.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure, dude. Yeah, the one reasonable person in the B movie
yep.
was the antagonist, which is fucking crazy. Let's see. God, there's a lot. Hold on. Ooh, that's cute. We definitely saw that one. Digital coloring pages, a Spider Eevee and a Zygarde? What's this one? Wow. Genius. Absolute genius.
Freaking Bee stole his girl and she expected him to understand.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sure, man. Ken is the most reasonable person.
Who's that Pokemon? Ass image.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dumb freak little guy. Let's see. Oh. Oh, I have to actually loop it. Hold on. Oh, I can't loop it. How do I loop it? Stats for nerds. No, I need to loop it. How do I loop it?
Hi, it's me again, and so absolute right, meet the Furry Ethan.
God damn it, I'm trying to loop it, but I can't loop it. Fuck, hold on. Okay, hold on. I have to download it and, like, loop it that way. One sec. Okay, hold on. To download it and loop it because it won't loop on its own. Let's see here.
There's something on screen.
What's on screen? What do you mean something on screen?
Boys kissing LOL.
Was that the thing on screen? Oh, men kissing, I see. Oh my god, men kissing! Wow, I'm surprised it took you guys that long to... I'm surprised it took you guys that long to not freak out about... or to freak out about men kissing. It's always like...
Hi, it's me again, Cartoons, meet up Ethan and Siomo file.
Hello, welcome back. Welcome back, Kurt. How was work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hoping well for you. Yeah, I love, what do you call it? I'm surprised it took you guys that long to freak out about men kissing. You guys always do that every 2 seconds, you know. Gotta have the classic men kissing image.
Also cute ferret. Drawing and animations.
Also cute ferret drawing in animations. Yeah, okay. Let me show the video real quick because there's you know, I know that you guys really like men kissing so much. So here, let me zoom in real quick while I'm trying to pull up the video. Here. Hit that loop. The video is so fast it won't. The video is so fast it won't loop. Oh god. The video is so fast it won't loop. Hold on. I can't. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Oh no. Hold on. It won't loop. I have to export it and shit. I'm not doing all that.
This is why we save stuff as GIFs. Happy face.
Well, that's the problem is I can't fucking. I'm trying to like fucking loop. I'm trying to play it so it can loop, but it won't loop.
Hello again, fellas.
There we go. Got it. Got it. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. God damn, that was a pain in the ass. Okay, got it. Yeah. There you go. Jeez.
Anyway, good night. Rest well, everyone. I believe we're out of time.
Yeah, we're gonna look at these and then we'll end stream. I am very. This is such a strange little noodle man. I love how you also drew the ferret. It's like it's very funny. He just is a noodle. He's just big noodle boy. Okay, and then sorry, I'm gonna move to the next one. Okay. And there's this one.
GNN everyone 3.
Yeah. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I swear to whatever non-existent deity that ChatGPT is dookie. It literally can make fun of someone's death. I hate it now.
Hold on. It literally can make fun of someone's death? Swear to whatever non-existent deity. ChatGPT is terrible. It literally can make
I used to call ferrets cat snakes as a child.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Am gonna stay till my art is reviewed.
Yeah. I will say it's a little too fast. Like, I mean, maybe like if you had like some extra smear frames, it might be a little better, but I get that this is like a GIF that you're trying to make it where it's like just really goofy, but yeah, it's really hard to tell. Like, I don't know. It's really hard to tell what's going on, but you know, it just feels a little too quick. But, you know, I'd add some like smear frames here and there just so like it feels like it's actually still rotating really fast, but not like rotating so fast that it's like that you just can't. That's like a little bit crazier. Nope, that's the spinny guy. Where's the other one? This one. Yeah, even this one. I would add a bit more frames, maybe, personally, but you know. I'm not sure what this one is though. The movement seems like it's not. I know he's latching onto something, but like I don't know. I don't know if I would really.
I hate Sam Altman. If sentient AI were to be proven, I'd gladly hate it. I'd regret nothing.
Well, you have to remember, Sora's gone now.
The previous one almost looks like the yin-yang scene from Kung Fu Panda 2.
Yin-yang scene from Kung Fu Panda 2. Nice. That would make sense. I like how you said specifically Kung Fu Panda 2, not like just the yin-yang symbol anyway. Yes, the one specifically from Kung Fu Panda 2. My favorite. Yes, you know, obviously from nowhere else. Yeah, no, I would say with this one, like, maybe have the legs, like, going down a bit, rather than having them spread out like that. And, like, the arms, maybe? Like, because if you want him to hang, I would say, like, have him still, like, have his arms down and, like, have him swing, like, left and right a bit more. Like, you know, you can still have the quick movement, but with this one, I wouldn't really say the quick movement really works that well.
Sora being gone is a good thing. Anyway, sentient AI should not have rights. And never have them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sora being gone is completely fine, but, I'm gonna be honest, like I said, like, yeah, Sora's gone, all the greedy American companies that have it, obviously, like, it's absolute shit, but, like, so,
fucking clankers.
Obviously they weren't making money, like, obviously, like, thank God, you know, we knew this was gonna happen eventually, but like I said, I do not think Gen AI is going away anytime soon
Disintegrates.
because China has it now. China literally, like, China's just superior in that shit with their AI technology, which even though, like, they straight up don't really pay too much attention with Gen AI stuff that often. So they don't really care, or they didn't really, like, how you say it, they don't really, like, Gen AI is like a side thing for them. Like, it's just an afterthought. Like, everything else with AI is what they have, but because of the fact that it's such an afterthought, like, Gen AI is just really efficient there, and it fucking sucks. Because apparently, like, over there, there's just, like, shitloads of like, almost every corner you take, there's just Gen AI everywhere now. Because it's actually efficient, and it actually, like, doesn't look like shit. Which...
If I may ask for a final song for the stream, I would like to listen to your new home from Tag.
Your new home from Tag? What the do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Sure. Why not? Because you asked nicely, I will do it. The Insanity song. Hold on. The song where you go...
BTW, and there is still other art.
Is there? Oh, you're right, there is. My bad.
Thanks. Since, well, the ferret is not mine.
Oh, the ferret isn't yours. I thought the ferret was yours. Yeah, this one
You are correct on the song I was referring to.
Yeah, this one that drives me absolutely fucking up the wall. I don't know what is up with this song, but it drives me up the goddamn...
I have slept long enough. The kingdom of heaven has long since forgotten my name, and I am eager to make them remember.
Yeah, this song drives me insane. I don't know what it is about it. This song just drives me nuts. And I don't know why. Like I have a weird fight or flight response with this song, and I have no idea why. This is cool. This is cute.
Look at names in Discord, color you blind old man / silly.
Look at names in Discord? The fuck am I looking at? Let's see, look at names in Discord? What do you mean, look at names in Discord?
Yeah, no. Not RN.
Okay. What?
I meant in general.
What the hell am I looking at? Okay, hold on. What is happening here? Is this like a game you're addicted on right now? What am I looking at?
Maybe.
This is just, 2032 or some shit like that. Or 2038? I can't remember, but yeah, it's just that, but what with balls? With like Plinko style. Dude, you guys are gonna get into gambling, so what the fuck is that? Yeah, the fact that you animated that is kind of nuts. The fact that you took the effort to animate, like, the fact you took the effort to even, like, trace over that is kind of insane. Good God. I see rotoscoping in your future. It's kind of amazing.
I actually listened to a slowed version on the last day I was in a physical school, and that was cinematic as fuck, especially given it was spring and the sun was already setting when I got out of school.
Slow version? Hold on. Like this one? Hold on. Let me see. How does it sound slow? Hold on. 1 sec. Hold on. Let's see. How does it sound slow and lower pitch? Hold on. Slow and reverb. Let's see. Let's listen to it.
Machine, turn back now. The layers of this palace are not for your kind. Turn back or you will be crossing the will of God.
It just sounds the same. It just sounds the same. Hold on. Am I stupid, or is that like, or is that the same? It's not very slowed down. It's just the same. Hold on. Let me see. It's like the same speed. Now we need it slower. Hold on. Oh God. Oh good Lord. It's actually kind of peaceful.
It was this exact one. Anyway, I had a small talk thing in that SKYKS server thingy. It was with I don't know.
Okay. Yep, that's a little rough. Oh my lord. You know, what does it sound like at 0.25 speed? Oh god. Weirdly, this still isn't as bad as the original. But this weirdly isn't driving me as insane as the original for some odd reason. Oh. I feel like I'm in an IMAX theater right now.
That's a little too slow, but it's not bad.
It's not driving me insane like the original, shockingly. Oh my god. You know what? We'll end on this. We'll end on this thing. Oh my fucking god. Again, still not driving me as insane as the original. Oops.
I can probably find the original video for next time. Alright, bye. Take care, fellas.
Yep. About to end in a few minutes, or a few seconds here. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. Sound effects are really cool. Oh my god. That's so squeaky. Oh my lord. Almost there. Almost there. Is that done?
Good night, caller. You have permission to stop if it's hurting your brain.
Oh god. Oh, it's not over yet. Oh, Jesus Christ.